Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to YouTube today, and we're going to be going over Eevee Heroes. I'm kind of short on time for making a video, so I decided to kind of do a cop-out video and kind of cover the Eevee Heroes set. While there isn't a ton of amazing cards off the bat, I want to talk about what I think is cool, what I think could be potentially playable, where I think some of these cards in the meta will stay in post-rotation, that kind of stuff. We're just going to kind of break it down together. I haven't really taken a full look at the set list yet, so I figured I would do a full-on set review for you guys, mini set. Now, as far as we know, this set may be a part of our August Evolving Sky set, or our November set, or our potential like fall 25th anniversary set, like our Shiny Fates, Hidden Fates, Legendary Treasures, not Legendary Treasures, Dragons, the Dragons set, Dragon's Majesty, whichever set where it's like the mini set, but you can get them in like boosters and like ETBs and that kind of stuff, but you can't actually get a booster box, if that makes any sense. So I don't know what's going to happen with the set and when we're going to get it, but almost certainly it'll be important post-rotation just because of Umbreon. So, we can go ahead and jump in, I guess. There's a lot of information about this in Japan. Today is actually the release day, or I guess like yesterday when you're watching this video. So all the secret airs and stuff are coming out as we speak. Yeah, so let's jump into the cards. I just kind of want to talk about all the cards and see like what they look like. There's this Pinsir here. It's got this ability max. It's a single strike Pokemon. Has max power coaching as long as this Pokemon is in play. Is infected by resistance. Now that doesn't really do anything right now. I don't know if there's any mons that resistance would matter for, but if you play a single strike style toolbox, maybe max power coaching could be slotted in as a one-off. Now, Leafeon V. Sorry if my keyboard's out. I got a new one today actually. Leafeon V has Greeting Cells. Once during your turn, you search your deck for grass energy attached to one of your Pokemon. If you use this ability, your turn ends. Very, very, very bad ability because the turn ends. But Leaf Blade's okay-ish for an attack, 90 plus 60 if you get heads. The VMAX. The VMAXs are kind of where I want to take more of a look of these cards as opposed to the View Pokemon, because the VMAXs are probably where the bulk of the effects and the creme de la creme, I guess, comes in. It has Grass Knot, 60 damage for each energy in your opponent's active retreat cost, which is really weird because that's not something that scales, and there's no cards right now that, I guess, increase retreat cost, so it's not good. And the second attack for Grass Colorless, 170 heal 30, not very good. For something that gives up 3 prizes and is weak to fire. So, Leafeon VMAX, not very strong. Swaddle, kind of cute, not good. Swadloon, that's his name, there we go. Sliveni, heal all damage from each of your bench Pokemon, shuffle this card, and all cards attached back into your deck. This could be cute in like an Orbeetle style stage 2 deck. I don't really know what else you'd pair it with, but that's the only use I can see of it ever seeing play. I never think you'd evolve it up the way you want to, I guess. Dewpider and Araquanid both are super underwhelming. It looks like, I mean, I like the art on this guy. He's just vibing on a beach, but he's just vibing in his Ritz car. Glisaflower, and then Eldegoss. Now this Eldegoss is kind of cool. It's not amazing, but it is a stage 1. And once per turn, you may search your deck for up to 2 basic energy cards, reveal them and put them into your hand, then shuffle your deck. This immediately strikes out to me that it would be good with Tempozards / like Blounds, if we get this before rotation happens, I guess. Post-rotation, I don't really know a deck that benefits greatly from having these energies in their hand. Maybe you can play like an Eldegoss line in your Shadow Rider Calyrex deck maybe, but space already feels like an issue when you're playing that plus whatever your follow-up attacker or setup is. So maybe not, but that's the only use I can really think of the card. It seems cool, but not a card that I think is playable, like super playable competitively. Flareon V has Burning Breath, strike for fire, attach fire colors, 120, and they're burned. Nothing to write home about, as simple as that. Slugma and Magcargo are both very underwhelming. Their attacks do not really do anything that provide any effect. We have an Entei. It's single strike Pokemon, so let's keep that in mind. I don't know if it's an added effect yet. RC, Fangs of Rage, 10 plus 10 for each damage counter on your bench single strike Pokemon. So you could play Primeape as a combination deck. And you have Heat Tackle. So maybe this could slot into a Primeape deck. I'm not entirely sure. Could be good. Doesn't seem amazing. Vaporeon V. Triple Draw is not bad. Splash Jump is not bad also. But yeah, it is what it is. Meryl, very cute art, very bad card. Roll together, 20 times the number of Pokemon bench will roll together. I love how this says this is the only Pokemon to roll together attack, which is kind of funny. Azumarill is kind of cool with the diving rescue attack that chooses up to 3 Pokemon and support cards you put in your hand. But with Marnie in the format and also this being a stage 1, it doesn't actually have that much versatility or that much use, I guess. Mantine, not amazing. There's a Mudkip, so I really like Mudkips, and there's a Sandy S in the back. It's kind of cute. Not very good. Marshtomp's not very good. And then Swampert has Mud Maker. Once during your turn, you may touch a water or fighting from your hand to one of your Pokemon. Earthquake 180. So it seems okay, but water fighting are 2 types that are really weird, and Frostmoth just does it better, right? Like Frostmoth will just do it better every single time. So this card kind of seems eclipsed. Feebas is Rapid Strike. So obviously it doesn't really do anything, but Milotic, I remember hearing some talk about this. Rapid Strike, ability Droplet Protection. Whenever you're place support card from your hand, prevent all effects done to you or your hand. So that's probably Marnie, basically Marnie proof. Would that be? No, that's not Yellow Grontable, I guess. It stops Marnie, which is cool, but I don't really see where you would slot this card in. The first thing that comes to mind is Octillery Engine. Like if an Octillery Engine deck plays it, maybe you could get it, but I don't know. I don't see any way you can play. Maybe you can play with Zoroark, right? Maybe Zoroark can pull this out of the deck. So that's pretty much all I got for you. Doesn't seem amazing by any means. Glaceon V is okay. I think this card just has ice. Having Ice Ascension means that you can go second and immediately get out your Glaceon VMAX and kind of set up for a follow-up turn 2 Melanie into a turn 3 attack, or like turn 2 attack on your end, and then yeah. Glaceon VMAX I think is one of the more playable ones with Crystal Veil, prevent all damage of its Pokemon by attacks your opponent's VMAX. So it's basically like a barrier to VMAX Pokemon, and but the fact that it's weak to metal is not good because Zacian V exists in the format. I doubt he's going away anytime soon, and same with Zamazenta. I doubt they're going away anytime soon. Max Icicle 150 and 30 to 1 of your opponent's bench Pokemon. So the attack's not bad. It actually follows like the pattern of all Glaceons we've really seen so far, where it just does damage and also has a wall effect kind of thing. Did we not see Dewpider or Rakman already? I feel like we literally saw these guys already. Okay, I'm going to keep going. Voltorb, Electrode. Both don't seem great. Jolteon V, Jolt Arrow. This attack does 20 your opponent's Pokemon. Lightning Colors, 60x with 4 coins. Not great. Rotom has discard all tools with Surprise Short, so could be cheeky. I don't see a situation where that'd be better than Tool Scrapper right now. But Dynamo, Electric, and Electros. No, they don't really bring anything to the table, honestly, unfortunately. Espeon V, Psychic Mind Shot, 60 over everyone's V, Extra Sensory 120. The first attack's not bad, it actually softens up a lot of things if you go second. Psychic typing is not bad either, being weak to Dark is not great. So we'll see how this kind of plays out. I don't remember what the VMAX does off the top of my head actually, so maybe they have it in here. Wow, Chomp Chomp Hold, Retreat, becomes 1 more, attack cost becomes 1 more. That's something that does increase retreat costs, so that could play to Leafeon, but it's Psychic Attack, so no, actually. Rapid Strike, Flabébé, and Floette, and Florges. Once during your turn, as many times as you'd like, you may move an energy from one of your Pokemon to another Rapid Strike Pokemon. That's cool, but it's a Stage 2. It's very unfortunate it's Stage 2. I think this is really cool, actually. Sorry. Just adjusting the volumes on these a little bit. Sorry. This is cool, but unfortunately it's a Stage 2. Sylveon V, Dream Gift. If you get an item, you end your turn. Though that's not good, unfortunately, because the turn ends. Sylveon VMAX, Psychic, Cherish, Touch, energy from hand, one of your bench Pokemon, they heal 120. This is actually pretty good. This is actually pretty cool. Because you can play this in Shadow Rider Calyrex as a way to just heal your Calyrexes and also accelerate at the same time. So maybe a way where you can like recycle your energies and try to keep healing, something like that, like more of a stall version could work. Triple Colors, max having 7 plus 30 for each Pokemon on your bench. The Kecleon on this set I know has something to do with typing, so we'll get there when we get there. Oh, I went too far. I went too deep. Sandygast, Palossand, and these are not great. Marshadow has Switch Deck for 2 Rapid Strike Pokemon, and then Shadow Flicker 10. If you get a knockout, take an extra prize. I think this is cute. I don't think it's amazing. I think it's pretty cute. It's a card that can see play, for sure. Indeedee, nothing good there. Pancham, Nothing good there. Umbreon V. Mean Look, defending Pokemon can't retreat during your opponent's turn. Moonlight Blade, 80 plus if you have any damage counters on it, 80 more. Now we've already talked about Umbreon V in a separate video, why Dark Signal is so good, and across history, why Dark Signal style like abilities have been very, very strong. Bloodthirsty Eyes. I forget Luxray's off the top of my head, but Bright Look, I think. But all those abilities have been good, so this card will probably be good, almost certainly. And also Umbreon, so I'll probably play it. Zorua into Zoroark with Illusion Transformation. Switch your deck for discard for a stage 1 evolution card, excluding any Zoroark. Discard this Pokemon, all cards attached to it, then put the new Pokemon in this one's position. Now, I really like this card, and I think this card has a lot of playability, especially in Expanded Beast. And probably a lot more versatility in the expanded format because you have all these one-of stage 1s that could be potentially played into a toolbox style deck that could come out of nowhere, obviously. But in standard format, I don't know really what you can swap this into. Like, most of the time, where I would play, like, I guess 2-2, maybe 3-3 line of Zoroark, I would probably just prefer to play Healing. I'd probably just prefer to play other cards, honestly. But we'll see. Pangoro. Badass art. I really like this. It doesn't seem good as a card, though. Impidimp. Morgrim. Grimmsnarl. 100 plus 140 if you have 2 or less. That's really hard to pull off. No way that card works. Especially with all the bench damage in the format. Meowth. Persian. Both are not good. Kangaskhan. Interesting. Not good. Eevee V. Search deck for up to 3 Pokemon V. Reveal and put in your hand. That seems interesting. As a search card, search mechanic. Obviously very catered to the Eevee mechanic. Oh, look, Rayquaza's in the art. But yeah, nothing amazing there. Smeargle. 30 for each basic energy in your hand. The damage is very hard for what you're trying to do with Eldegoss and the combination there. Vigor Shake. Now this card is super interesting. So check for a card that evolves from one of your Pokemon and evolve it on turn 1 basically. And yeah, and your turn ends. So like realistically, Vigor Shake is a card that I really see only being played on turn 1, maybe turn 2. But it does give life to some stage 2 mechanics, especially in expanded, maybe stage 1 mechanics in expanded. But no, this card's cool. This card's very, very good. It gives life. It breathes life into some decks that otherwise wouldn't have it. But the problem is, can you warrant playing 4 copies of Vigor Shake when you really only get use from it on 1 turn? Really, like I said, maybe turn 1, maybe turn 2. But past that, the card really doesn't have any usability because you don't want to be ending your turn once both positions or both people's boards are really set up. Dream Ball, you can play this card if you take it as a face-down prize card, then put it in your hand. I don't know. I thought Sylveon would have more of like a prize-oriented thing, VMAX, but I guess I was just wrong with Dream Ball. So it's a cool card, but I think with Peony, Peony? No, Peony's the guy. Peony is the daughter. It seems like you could make a play, but it also seems like a combo that it seems tough to pull off. Elemental Badge, 1 less for Vaporeon, Jolteon, and Flareon. I think those cards definitely benefit from this tool. Snowleaf Badge, no retreat or weakness. I don't really know where that affects Glaceon and Leafeon, but having this for Glaceon means you can't get one shot by Zacian, which is really good. And I think that by itself gives it merit if you're playing a Glaceon deck. Moon and Sun Badge, Umbreon or Espeon support cards, but I don't know. That doesn't seem amazing because the only real supporter is like Boss. So, Ribbon Badge takes 1 less when they knock out a Sylveon. That could be okay. These are all cool, and I like the idea behind them. Just some of them are not great. Aroma Lady, draw 2, then they remove all special conditions. Whatever. Look at the top 7, choose as many energy you find there. Put them in your hand. Whatever. Sorry, Gordy. Fashion Mall. Once for each player's turn, the person may choose a Pokemon tool attached to one of the Pokemon or return it to hand. This is kind of cool if you have a deck that utilizes multiple tool cards, like maybe like Zacian that plays Intrepid Sword into Air Balloon, or not Intrepid Sword, Rusted Sword into Air Balloon, whatever. Treasure Energy. This is a lot of work for getting this onto play. There's the VMAX. Stun notifications Pokemon play. Okay, that's okay. And Max Psychic is pretty decent. This is semi-playable, I think. And then we have Flareon down here, which is like the cheaper Typhlosion. I've talked about this in the past. This is like a cheeky deck that you can make happen. It's not bad by any means, but it's not good. Vaporeon is not good, but Bubble Pot is very interesting because you can play some sort of a stage 2 water style deck. I don't know what is good in water. but you could make something work. Jolteon is very clearly going to be getting expanded. Oh, with Thunderclap, Max Thunderclap, but I don't know where else it could be good. But that looks like that's the whole set. So, I mean, Umbreon obviously is the most playable. Besides that, everything else is like C tier. Umbreon's just like S tier probably card that's going to make a big splash as it comes out. Zoroark seems okay. Shadow Flicker seems okay. Some of these cards seem okay, but nothing seems amazing in this set. So, it's dropping in Japan right now, probably as we're speaking, or you're watching this. So, definitely thank you guys for watching the video. If you enjoyed the content, leave a like, subscribe. There'll be no video on Friday just because I'm going to be out of town. And I don't want to worry about recording a video, but when I'm back on Monday, we'll get back to regularly scheduled content. So, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Have a happy Memorial.